Hey, how's it going my super friends? I am Emo Acebo, thanks for watching the vid. This is the third video in Thor week. This whole week I'm gonna be releasing a Thor related video every day, man, daily. Today the focus is on the different versions of Thor, alternate realities or alternate versions, people who get the powers of Thor, everything, considering everything. These are my 5 favorite versions of Thor. Let's jump right into it with number 5. We got Groot. Yeah, man. In Battle World, the Thor Corps, which is a crazy ass story. Don't get me started with Secret Wars. Crazy. The Thor Corps was sent by God Emperor Doom to police all the different realms. One of the most interesting members of the Corps was Groot, everyone's favorite humanoid tree. He wielded his own hammer and he policed the world alongside Stormbreaker Bill and the rest of the Thor Corps. We don't know much about his origins or how he got his own hammer, but we know that he says, "I am Thor," and he is a badass. He also adapted this look to better resemble the God of Thunder with the glowing holes in his wooden chest and the wooden wings on the side of his head. He definitely looks like Thor. And he not only has his regular Groot powers, but also the powers of Thor. I'm not sure how this tree can survive shooting lightning, but man, Groot Thor. Number 4, we got Thunderstrike. Eric Masterson has a long history with Thor, man. Established as a supporting character well before he lifted the hammer, he and his family appeared many times throughout the 80s and 90s. Eventually, through all sorts of magic, Thor was merged with this guy, Eric Masterson, and Masterson became the God of Thunder. Heimdall eventually separated the two of them, but Masterson kept on being Thor after Odinson gave him Mjolnir. However, there's a lot of bullshit happening there. Enchantress tricked him into attacking Odinson over the affections of Sif, and Odinson defeated Masterson and reclaimed Mjolnir. However, when Thor got his hammer back, he got a new mace called Thunderstrike. And as Thunderstrike, Masterson kept on being part of the Marvel Universe throughout the early 90s until he died. Captain America then gave the mace to Masterson's son Kevin, and Kevin assumed the mantle of Thunderstrike, carrying on the legacy. In number 3, we got Thor L. In the late 90s, Marvel and DC just loved combining their characters in the crossovers and event series. The two companies released one final mega crossover called Unlimited Access, and it featured the newest amalgamized Thor character of Thor L. And as you expect, Thor L is a combination of Thor and Superman. It's been one of the most famous questions since forever. Who would win between Thor and Superman? Well, they combined it here. They didn't fight, they combined them. And it wasn't as cool as I wanted it to be, but still, man, any character that is a result of combining Superman and Thor is going to be cool. However, Superman was the blue-skinned electrical being. He wasn't the iconic character that fans know and love. Thor L is basically the blue Superman with a T on his chest, hammer, and the wings over his ears. Granted, the combination of the classic Superman and Thor would have been better. Thor L was still an interesting character in the brief appearance. Cool stuff. Next up at number 2, we got King Thor. This is Thor, obviously, at a really late age. And this guy, he has fought monstrosities like old Galactus and Gore the God Butcher. King Thor has witnessed the end of history. He has been there forever. He's a wise, powerful hero that shows us what Thor will be like in his last days. King Thor often visited Midgard to reflect on the barren nature and mourning the desolation. He is super powerful, maybe the most powerful version of Thor, because he got the Odin Force from his father when Odin died and now became the Thor Force. One of the OP characters and versions of Thor, and I think we might see this power level in Thor Ragnarok. Maybe Odin dies and Thor gets the Odin Force and we get the super powerful Thor. So something can be adapted from this. And in number 1, of course, man, no list of alternate Thors can be complete without Beta Ray Bill. He was created by the legend Walt Simonson. He first appeared in Thor 337. He is the first non-Norse being in the Marvel Universe to lift Mjolnir, and he assumed the mantle of the God of Thunder. Simonson, he has gone on record saying that he wanted to create a character that was noble, but also monstrous. And man, this guy's face is pretty monstrous. He believed that the reason that Captain America or Superman couldn't be Thor was because Mjolnir is a weapon of death and requires someone who's willing to kill to wield it. Bill is an alien from the Corbonite race. He is scary, he has a scary face. He resembles a skull crossed with a horse. Weird, but he is a worthy hero, man. He becomes an equal to the Thunder God in all but looks. Can't compete with Chris Hemsworth, right? After he fought with Thor over who should possess the hammer, Thor won, but Odinson then created a new hammer for Bill called Stormbreaker, legendary hammer. Now wielding Stormbreaker, Thor and Beta Ray Bill have coexisted in this universe for decades, becoming as close as brothers, closer than Loki and Thor. Thanks for watching my video, guys. I am Memo Acebo. If you enjoyed, please click the like button. Tell me in the comments down below, what is your favorite version of Thor? Did I mention it? Did I not? What's up? Tell me down in the comments. Stay tuned, because tomorrow my review is coming up for Thor Ragnarok. Amazing times tomorrow, man. Popcorn and soda and shit. Check out my other videos if you haven't, my other Thor videos. Follow me on my social media, Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe to see more, and of course, I'll see you in the next one.